Why, when we live in 2025, when hackers can shut down a Fortune 500 company literally from a coffee shop, are businesses still writing down credit card numbers on bits of paper, no less? Why are customers' payment details sitting in spreadsheets, email chains, or worse, on sticky notes on someone's desk, which does happen, trust me. With rapid population growth, Australia is inevitably moving from a high trust society to a medium trust society.
Since Australia's borders reopened post-COVID, there's been a surge in immigration arrivals. Almost 1.1 million people in 3 years.
The current figures are unprecedented. There's one new arrival here every 44 seconds, and if you want to get an understanding of Australia's immigration influx, there is no better place to do it than at our airports.
You got more people, more complexity, and more bad actors. And yet our businesses are treating your credit card information like it's 1999. So let's be honest, the offenders are not who you think. It's not just the hackers overseas, it's local businesses, it's technology advisors, it's system integrators, it's your general business owner who doesn't really know any better. And yes, it's regulators who have been asleep at the wheel this whole time, as they usually are. They've been so lax with credit card information, it's actually almost impressive. So here's the numbers. In 2023, the Office of Australian Information Commissioner reported that financial information was exposed in half of all data breaches. A single breach cost small businesses an average of $46,000. And that's before legal, consultants, forensic accountants, and the rest of them. So have a think about that. If you're a wholesaler doing 20 million a year on tight margins and you have one breach, suddenly you're crippled. And let's face it, we all remember the headlines. Optus in 2022, 10 million Australians exposed. In Medibank 2022, health records leaked. Lawsuits are still ongoing. Big corporations, they can probably survive that, but your, average mid to small supplier, not a chance. Let's picture it. You've got a manufacturer or a wholesale supplier. The sales rep takes card details over the phone. They then type them into a terminal, or they maybe jot them down on a piece of paper. They might go and save them in an ERP system or put them in a filing cabinet somewhere. Now, just think to yourself, how safe is that? What if a thief has a $5 hammer and decides to break in? Or you piss off an employee and they end up quitting on bad terms, but they still know where that spreadsheet is. Or some kid who's smart, has got a cheap laptop, decides to target you. And this is not hypothetical. This stuff's happening every single day. And here's the real kicker. Compliance can't be an option because it's the law. But because the regulators are not stringently cracking down on it, and the advisors and integrators are not subject matter experts, these business owners, they keep skating on thin ice. So what ends up happening? We've got businesses that are holding customer card details the way they might hold onto a lunch order. It's careless, vulnerable, and dangerous, and it's not their fault. And when the breach happens, who pays? It's not the integrator, it's not the regulator, it is that business owner and their customers. So think to yourself, why are we still doing things the old way? Because way too many people are way too comfortable with being reckless with opium or OPM, other people's money. Australia is moving into a medium trust society. So if businesses don't wake up and get compliant, the distrust out there is going to start costing them customers. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Tim from Pencil.